Hey, Cub fans! Thanks for joining us here on Randy Talks Cubs, and we've got a lot of Cub to talk about tonight. We lose at PNC Park tonight, 10-9, in one of the wildest games I've seen in a while. There was a 2-hour and 20-minute rain delay right in the middle. At one point, the Pirates gave us six consecutive walks with bases loaded in the fifth inning. Wild fifth inning. Justin Steele was off. He was getting hammered. Just a lot of stuff that we don't normally see, and I'll try to walk us through it best I can. But there's a lot of detail. Before we get into the game, let's talk a little bit about a roster move. Yency Almonte has been placed on the 15-day disabled list, so that's disappointing. Retroactive to May the 8th with a right shoulder strain. Jose Cuas has been called up. Jose actually pitched the seventh and the eighth inning tonight. And Jose Cuas had gone in 8 1/3 innings in Iowa since he was sent down. 8 1/3 with 17 strikeouts. So he must have found something there. And he pitched the eighth and the ninth and got out, giving up no runs tonight. I'll give you those details too. Piece of good news is Ethan Roberts, who's been coming back from Tommy John surgery, pitched a full inning today. First time he's pitched a full inning in 743 days. So I still got him in the back of my mind. He's that young pitcher that made the opening day roster coming out of spring training 2 years ago, and then just didn't get a chance to go because he got hurt and had Tommy John surgery. So he looks like he's on the mend. We'll keep our eyes on Ethan Roberts. Christopher Morel hurt his knee tonight, stealing second base, or tried. He got caught stealing. Hurt it on the slide and came up hobbling, wincing in pain, but he stayed in the game. But you could tell that he wasn't right. So then after the 2-hour and 20-minute rain delay, of course, they didn't put him back in. So I don't know for sure. It wasn't like he was pulled in the middle of an inning or anything, but he looked like he hurt it. And I won't be surprised at all if he's got some type of a sprain in that knee, because he looked very uncomfortable. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Let's get into the game. We lose to the Pirates tonight 10-9, drop our record to 23-17, and just a wild game. I'm just going to talk about the wild fifth inning. We go into the fifth inning down 6-1, and so in that, Paul Skeens had pretty much had us. This guy's nasty. I mean, number 1 overall draft choice. They talk about best prospects since Strasburg or Pryor, and he looked it. Just throws easy 101, and for the first 3 innings, he pretty much had our number. Well, in the fourth inning, Nico got him to hit a home run on his slider, 99.5 mile an hour, 380-foot shot to left. Got us on the board in the fourth inning, but that was pretty much it. So we go into the top of the fifth, and we're down 6-1, and Skeens is pretty much rolling. So here's what happened. Talk leads off with a double. Seiya follows him with an infield hit. So we got first and third. Skeens' pitch count is up, and they're going to be really cautious with him. So his pitch count's up to 84, so they pull him. So Skeens leaves in the fifth inning, nobody out, 2 on. So Belly comes up with runners on first and third and strikes out, and then Morel follows him with a strikeout as well. So fifth inning, there's first and third, 2 outs, and here's where it gets crazy. I'll just give you the next batters and what they did. I can't even keep track of who scored on it. Hap got hit by a pitch. Nico walked. Bush walked. Masterboni walked. Gomes walked. Talk, infield single. Rain delay. 2 hours. So at that point, we had scored 5. And 2-hour and 20-minute rain delay. Seiya Suzuki was on deck. Bases loaded. 2.5 hours later, Seiya's in the box. He walks. Belly follows him with another walk. So it was 6 bases loaded walks that the Pirates gave up in that fifth inning, and we scored 7. So just a wild inning. And I don't think I've ever seen that before. The Pirate fans were absolutely out of their minds, too. It was just, and I kind of felt sorry for them, too. The pitchers just lost it. Just all of a sudden, they could not find the strike zone. We got another run in the ninth. Master Boney, who had a really good game tonight, I'll give you his stat line. He doubled. Gomes followed it with a single. We got first and third. Talk sack flies to center field, scoring Master Boney, so we're within one. Saya grounds out 4-3, moving PCA from second to third. PCA had pinch run for Gomes in the ninth inning, stole second, went to third on Saya's ground out. We had Bellinger up with 2 outs, PCA 90 feet away, representing the tying run, and Belly lined out hard to right field. So it was that close to coming back and tying it 10-10 in the ninth. We just fell a little bit short. I want to give you Skeens' line. Normally we don't talk about opposing numbers that much because we don't care. But Skeens went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, 7 Ks. The home run, he gave up 3 runs. His ERA 6.75. 2 out of the 3 runs were the 2 were Talk and Saya, who he left on in the 5th because they came around, scored. They were charged to Skeens. So he was actually better than that line would represent. He was pretty good. He's a good pitcher. So we had 10 hits total. We walked 10 times, struck out 13. We left a ton of guys on base. Left 12 guys on base as a team. I know that Madrigal left on 5. Bellinger left on 5. Gomes left on 4. So we had a lot of opportunities to break it open and never did. Only 4 for 13 with runners in scoring position. So, 1 run in the 4th, 7 in the 5th, another run in the 9th. I'll give you the lineup. Talk led off DHing. Say was in right field, hitting second. Belliot in center field. Morel was at third base, hitting cleanup. Happen left. Nico at shortstop. Bush at first. Then Miles Masterboni at second base, hitting 8th, and Gomes catching. Talk went 2 for 4. Had a couple RBIs and a run scored. Saya went 2 for 5 after a rough start. Skeens struck him out in the 1st and the 3rd. And that was kind of rough for Saya coming back his first live at bat since coming off the injured list. Took him a little bit to kind of find his way, but he did. He went 2 for 5 with a walk. Looked good. Had an RBI and a run scored. Belly went 0 for 4 with a couple of walks. Had that hard hit line drive in the 9th. Morel went 1 for 3. Flew out to the warning track in the 8th inning. And single to center. This is off Skeens, too. He took Skeens to the warning track in center field. Then in the 3rd inning, singles on a 108-mile-an-hour line drive right up the chute. That's when he was caught stealing, hurt his knee. Struck out in the 5th inning, then got pulled. Madrigal came in behind him. Madrigal had an at-bat in the 5th and the 7th. Left the bases loaded in that 5th inning. That's how that wild 5th inning ended, was Madrigal at the plate with bases loaded. And I was just hoping for one line drive, and we didn't get it. Ended up costing us. Then he struck out in the 7th with 2 on. So Mads went 0 for 2. Happ went 0 for 4. Got hit by the pitch, scored a run. Nico had the home run in the 4th. Got hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Walked in the 5th. 1 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Bush went 0 for 2 with 3 walks. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, RBI, and a run. Master Boney got probably his best game as a Cub, I would think. He goes 3 for 4, RBI, scored 2 runs. Singled in the 2nd inning, and 4th inning, a line drive, opposite way, single. Walked in the 5th. Flew out to the wall in the 8th inning. So he can't. I mean, the center fielder was backed up back to the wall, and then he doubled to lead off that inning. So Master Boney played well. 3 for 4. That double that he had to lead off the 9th, it was a top spin line drive that hit off the top of the wall. So it was nice to see. Miles came in 0 for 14 this year. and it looked like he found it. His average is now up to 167, but it looks like we're probably going to need Miles Masterboni. Yan Gomes went 1 for 4, 3 strikeouts, and got the base hit in the ninth. PCA pinch ran for him. PCA stole second, was stranded on third when that inning ended. So offensively, that's what it was. Just a weird night. That 2 hour and 20-minute rain delay. You had the big crowd early because it's the Steele versus Skeens matchup, and then coming back after the 2 hour and 20-minute rain delay, it was a totally different game. It was just kind of a very weird day, very weird game. Let's talk about Justin Steele. Justin had a bad outing tonight. Third start in the year. In his first two, .96 ERA and 9 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, sub-1 whip at .86, average against under 200 at 188. So that's what he comes in with, and he really kind of got rocked today. He didn't quite have his command. His pitch count got up early, and even though he got out of the first and second inning not giving up any runs, he's really struggled with his command. And he got hurt on hanging sliders today just because he wasn't burying it, just leaving them up. And, a little hanging cement mixer in the middle of the plate's going to get hammered. And they did. They hit the ball hard. The hits that he gave up in 4 innings, 6 hits, gave up 6 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks, 3 home runs. Justin's ERA is bumped up to 4.73 based on today's outing. And none of those home runs were cheapies. They were hammered. O'Neill Cruz's home run was 114 miles per hour. And, Connor Joe's home run that he hit in the third was hammered. Taylor's home run the opposite way, just a launch. So Justin got hit pretty good. So that was his total line. So I don't know if he would have come back after the fifth. So at the end of the fourth inning, when he gives up the 2 more, gave up 4 in the third and 2 in the fourth. So we're down 6-1 when he comes out. Well, then that fifth happens. Then the rain delay happens. So he's definitely not coming back. So I don't know if things would have proceeded, in a normal fashion. He probably would have come out for the fifth, but they went ahead and pulled him. And obviously it's the right thing. You can't be coming back after a 2 hour and 20-minute rain delay. So Keegan Thompson comes in, and Keegan had a rough go. He pitches the fifth, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, home run. So it was a tough outing. It took him 38 pitches to get out of the fifth. So it was rough. So Keegan comes in and gives up a 3 spot. Richard Lovelady came in. He pitched the 6th. He gives up 2 hits, a run, another home run. And so a little bit of a rough outing for Richard Lovelady. McCutcheon got him for a solo home run leading off the inning. And then Quas comes in. Quas pitches the 7th and the 8th. Just gives up 1 hit, walks 1, strikes out 2. So we got out of the 8th inning with a 6-4-3 double play after a strikeout to Kutch and a walk. So Quas was better. He wasn't pinpoint, but if he's close to the plate like he was tonight, he's hard to hit. It's when he loses command. So he had enough command tonight that he got out of the 7th and the 8th in pretty good shape. So, guys, just a wild game. I'm exhausted. Of course, you got game 5 or 6 hours long from start to finish, and just a lot of weirdness and just a very interesting game. So too bad we came out on the losing end of that. 7 runs in the 5th, having the opposing team walk 6 guys with the bases loaded, and we can't pull a win out. That's a little disheartening. So we'll turn the page. We got it tomorrow. Rubber match with the Pirates tomorrow. And it's not listed as of right now, but I'm guessing Tyone is probably what we're going to be seeing, and Falter for the Buccos. So that's where we are. Again, Cubs drop a heartbreaker 10-9 to the Pirates, and weird game overall. Justin Steele got rocked. So we'll have to regroup. Guys, thanks for joining us here on Randy Talks Cubs. Really appreciate it. Wish I had better news for you tonight. They'll be tomorrow. Go Cubs, go.